Hi everyone. Today we're not going to talk about conversion. We're going to talk about probably a little bit more serious subject, which if you are a small business or you're thinking about going into your own business, you should seriously consider. So I want you to imagine for a moment that your business is doing really well. You've been in business for a couple of years and you've got a great customer base and a great leads as well, so you've got lots of fans and lots of people who know you and know your business name, and then suddenly you get a letter, and in that letter it says that you can no longer use your trading business name, and that has come because somebody has decided to trademark their business name that happens to be the same name as yours, and then suddenly you're in total chaos. It means you can't use your website. It means all your branding, and especially if you're using a website where your email address is connected to your website, all of that goes, and it's really, really scary, which is why I wanted to get Dale Campbell in to talk about trademarks and the importance of trademarks. So Dale, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. So why should a small business trademark their business?
That's exactly the point, isn't
it? Yes, I know.
Yeah. Trademarks give you ownership of your brand name and exclusive rights to the use of the name. So if you fail to register your trademark, somebody else who has a trademark registered could come along and ask you to stop using that name. And that's why it's important for a small business. It's not just bigger businesses that need to trademark. It's just as important for a smaller business to do it.
Okay, so have you seen the impact of somebody who's... Has anyone ever come to you and gone, oh my God, I've received this letter, this has happened to me, or you've heard of examples of, I think, was it Ruby and...
Victoria's Wardrobe. Yeah, I've dealt with many smaller businesses, and that's why I'm quite passionate about getting the message across to smaller businesses.
Good, so am I now, so am I.
To register their trademark, because what happens is that you get a cease and desist letter. If you're infringing a registered trademark, you have to change your name. And it's also changing your social media names, and changing your domain name, and you could lose your customers overnight. Or if somebody else comes along, and it takes a lot to actually change from Twitter to say stop following me on that account and please follow me on this account.
Yeah. Although I think you can change, because I think also with Facebook you're only allowed to change your name once, or at least twice, so you have it originally and then you can change it again. Yeah. And I think after that they sort of restrict you. So, but it's taken your website down as well, because and from what we've discussed previously, even if you have a different .org or .net on your web address, as if it's still containing their name, you still have to remove basically your website from it, and you can't use that again. So, but likewise, if you were registered, you would be able to then ask somebody else to do that, which means you would own completely all of those I think they're called TLDs, the last bit, the .net, the .org and .com. Yeah. So that's really, really important. Okay, so can you register your own name? If you've decided that actually it's me who I'm selling, it's not just the business, a bit, I suppose, like actresses and pop stars, however am I, and musicians and artists like that. Yeah. So can you
you can register your own personal name, and many people do. The only proviso I would say is if you do grow a business that's under your name and you have got exit plans, one day you're actually going to be selling your name to somebody else. So it is something
because So
like Elizabeth Emanuel, she did all the designer wedding dresses, and she's
sold her business
and lost her name
because I guess in her case her name was probably worth more to the person who bought it than the actual business itself.
Yeah, and
Because
that's why your
based on
brand name
reputation.
is important,
Yeah.
because you build up all that goodwill in it. So if you don't protect your brand name by registering it as a trademark, and you lose it, you lose all the goodwill that's been built up into that.
Does that include like your logo? So if you have a specific like Coca-Cola and guys like that, so does that all come under the same, or is that it's like a separate way of?
It would be nice if they were all. So trademarks come in different forms. You can do the word mark, which gives you wider rights to the use of the word, and that's just filed in a plain font. And then you can register your logo, and there's various types of logo, like Coca-Cola's got the stylized fonts.
Yeah, and probably different colours as well.
Yeah, and Pizza Hut has got like the picture and their wording, Pizza Hut, or Nike, who's just got the swoosh. So you could register just the picture, you could register the picture and the word together, or just the word in stylized fonts, and those are all called logo applications. So the Trademark Office treats them as separate applications, so you could end up filing 2 or 3 trademark applications.
So for a small business, start with the name.
Yes.
Because quite often I think your logo at this stage probably isn't as important. But as you start to really build and become a much bigger business, then probably if you've got a great logo that is really representative of your business, then it's probably worth doing that.
Definitely, because often what happens, you don't think you're going to do it, but often what happens 3 or 4 years in, you change your logo because you now know your identity, or you need to tweak it, or something like that. So if you file the logo mark, then you'll end up refiling a new trademark, whereas if you've just protected the word, then if somebody else does take that word and suck it into their logo, they would be infringing your rights anyway, because you've got ownership of the word.
Absolutely. It's true actually when you say about after a while you tend to change your logo. You find that when you start out as a small business in your first year, you have all these intentions, and then by the end of the year, it's actually your customers who actually tell you what you end up being. So once you go, this is exactly what I'm going to do. This is my goal for the year, and then at the end of it, all of that has changed, but normally for the good, because you're going in the right path. So quite often your logo, they go, damn, spent all that money on a logo and I've got to change it. In fact, I would recommend the logo is the last thing you should do, and just get a cheap logo if you can to start with, and then build on building your business before going any further with it. Okay, so where do people go to find out if their name, especially if you're a business startup and you've decided on a name, where do they go to find out if that name's already been registered, so that they don't fall into?
There's the intellectual property, which is where it's a government department where trademarks are registered, so you can go and have a look on their database and do a search to see what trademarks are already registered.
Search intellectual property.
Intellectual
government.
property office.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And so you can so you can register for the UK.
Yeah.
And then there's other countries that you can register for as well. So you've got the US, and I think you said about Europe.
Yeah, there's a community trademark, so that protects you in the 28 European Union member countries, which does include the UK. So it's quite a nice system. Otherwise, you need to register nationally in the countries that you're in, because trademarks are only protected where they are registered. So a lot of businesses will obviously start in the UK or Europe, but then you target maybe the English-speaking countries after that.
And China probably has its own.
Yes.
We don't talk about China. China's lovely, but I have to admit, I had a previous company which I did register both the name and my logo, and then I started getting emails from China saying, you need to register your business here. And it was really weird because I wasn't expecting. I'm going, but don't intend to trade in China. I only wanted the UK at the time. So
spam emails.
It was definitely spamming without doubt.
And unfortunately, some people do panic and pay the fees.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. So just be aware when you register, and I do strongly recommend that you do. If you start getting emails from China or somewhere else, just don't panic. Think about, do I want to be doing this, and seek advice from Dale. Don't go rushing into that at all. How much does it cost to register a name then in the UK?
Yeah, if you go through a trademark attorney, obviously the fees vary, but if you go through me, it's £494 in one class, and then each additional class costs £86. Of that, the official fee is £170, and each additional class is £50.
So you're talking about classes.
Yes, that's something I should backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, backtrack a little bit. So, so you might get somebody who could have the same name as you and have it registered, but there are different classes.
Yeah,
so
trademarks fall into 45 different classes covering different goods and services. So whatever you do will definitely be included in that. The first 34 are products and the last 10 are services. So you register your trademark in the class or classes that you need them for. Example is polo. It's registered for motor cars. It's registered for mints. It's registered for shirts.
Yeah.
So you're not going to
sweets.
Yeah, exactly. So
colours.
It's not going to cause confusion in the marketplace because you're not going to go
because it's a different sector.
Yes,
basically.
exactly. So as long as your trademark is not causing confusion in the marketplace or in different classes to an already registered one. So if you do your own search on the Trademark Office's database, don't panic if it is registered, because it doesn't mean that you can't register it. It could be in a completely separate class and it would be okay.
Brilliant. Okay. So how much? So if somebody wanted to go into Europe, then so it was $494.
Yeah, for the UK.
And if they then wanted to register in the 29 countries, did you say?
28. Yeah.
28 countries. How much would that
It's
cost?
about £1,200 for that. So you are getting a lot of countries.
You are, because the registration lasts for 10 years.
Yes.
So once you've suddenly gone, how much? It lasts you for 10 years.
Yeah.
Now, that's,
Yeah, in the UK that's equivalent of
per month.
£50
that
a year to gain ownership of your brand name and to be there, get exclusive rights to use it.
And then you've not got to worry. I know when I registered my business, I never worried about somebody taking the name or the logo or anything like that, and so it gives you real peace of mind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And also you can have that little
R in a
R
circle.
with a circle. How cool is that on all your logo in and stuff, and then people know that one, you're taking your business seriously, and two, no one can infringe on it, or at least not in your sector. You can do your bits. But cool. Yeah. Anything else people should know about, or was that about it? That's the crux of it, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
it's just important, and it must definitely be something on your to-do list and near the top of your to-do list. It's not just for bigger businesses.
I would. In fact, I can't recommend this enough. Please protect your brand, protect your business, because someone can take it away really, really quickly, and suddenly you could have a serious impact, and that's the last thing you want. So just do it. Contact Dale, or if you've got somebody else in mind, by all means contact them, but contact somebody who can help you. Dale, thank you very much. That's a huge insight. Thanks.
Great, thank you.